Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. So, give you a little brief little tour today. Show you what's up, what I've done so far. I got the assemblers in, all the belt works in. The next floor, the top floor, where the windows start at the top. That'll be the constructors for the aluminum casing. So, oh, look at that tornado. Yeah, tornado mayhem right there. Every time I go up, it actually gets me dizzy a little bit. You gotta hit Q to bring up that menu. Quite interesting. Not sure what I'm gonna do down in there, but I might just open it all up so you can see the water. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's coming along. It's coming along. Figure the colors were good since it's Christmas. Oh, as you seen, smelting floor. Everything's all nice and purdied up. A few little bugs to work out. We're good there. Put a window up in there. Make it look nice once I sit there and stare at it for a little while. Yeah, so far everything's nice and belted up. Every level. From all the testing, there's a bunch of aliens on the line right now. Some of them. This is one of the many overflow belt. Everything, all the other overflows are underneath, and they go out front. I'll show you there in a little bit. Yeah, there's that one. That's that for. I just got to figure out a way to get up there. Probably just run a set of stairs or some hyper tubes right here on either side of the window. Probably centered. Yeah, something like that. So all the belt work shenanigans were doubled up on the casing on all the storage units. It looks alright. It looks alright. It's not too bad. And then each one's got its own overflow. These two got overflow, all this leading this way is all overflow. And these are the three that are heading down to the sink. Yeah. And inputs. And his overflow is upstairs. So we'll head up there next. So I encased it in a little bit, gave it a little bit of a walkway. Gotta throw some more railings on that. Oop, damn it. Leave this part of. So this is one of the input lines for the ingot. The rest are downstairs, and these are the two output lines to go upstairs to the constructors. Four, or no, that's their overflow belt. Sorry. you. So we got copper coming in all the way underneath, from underneath. Each row is basically the same outputs. And then the belt shenanigans. Glow belt shenanigans. Why did I not connect you? Yeah. Good thing we came over. Everything's on a Mark 1 leading into the machine. Mark 5 in the middle. We got both aluminum ingots on the outside, and then the copper stacked directly above it. Because I got two, I'll show you the constructors down in a minute, but they're back to back. And this is what I came up with. And it works nicely. And it's actually super neat. I was pretty pleased with it. Pretty pleased with it. And the exact same thing over here, both outputs headed that way to get fed on the train. And the exact same thing on the other side. And then the assemblers. It's a lot. This is a lot of assemblers. 2 rows. This row is 13 to compensate for the 780 line. It's coming down, the rest are 12s. Once I fill it in, make it look good. Everything's been powered up, running for a little while. And it looks fantastic, actually. I like the way this laid out. I like the way I laid it. And these other 2 are for upstairs, along with him. There'll be no copper going up for them. It's just straight aluminum ingots. 3, 4, 5, yeah. Those 2 as well. I just haven't run them all the way up because this will be the sandwich layer, and then the constructors above that. I like the sandwich layer. It keeps the working floor nice and neat. Some of the smelters are going. Some of them are going. Not everything's flowing. Is everything running? 275. Sort that out once we actually get everything powered up, but I don't have it powered up yet. Although I haven't connected all the main belts yet anyway. This is for all the smelters. I just haven't connected anything yet. I'm not ready to do all the testing for this yet. All the testing. Oh, so on a side note, Spuck and I got together on the test save. He came over. And my idea for the nuclear power was just to take the non-fissile uranium and have drones tote it as far away as possible. And I thought I had sunk everything during the testing phase to see what nuclear items could be sunk and which ones can't. Apparently I did. Apparently I missed one. So anyways, you can sink the plutonium fuel rod. And because of that, I now have a way to get rid of waste completely by balancing it out. But that'll be a whole nother video. And that one will most likely be super, super long. And will probably be on my test save. So I can get some feedback from the community and see if that'll work. Number wise, it should work. If everything's, if basically you build it around 1-to-1. Yeah, what? Everything feeling one. Nuclear fuel plant, and then you can scale up from there. Oh no! This is what I came up with. Just a little walkway. Be able to come out of the door there, and look down at the tornado and whatever else. That's just me standing there taking pictures and whatnot. And so you don't fall. You know, want to make sure there's safety. It's safe for the peeps. Be walking around then. Yeah, everything's overflowing and going good. Once I get constructors in, we'll be good to go. So for now, thank you all for joining me. Appreciate it. Appreciate you watching. And I will start on the constructors and do the same thing and give you a tour. Once everything is complete, and I got some power up here, so I'm not janky a little bit. Falling to my death like that. Not ideal. There we go. I might even do a Christmas build too. I think a long time ago, definitely before nuclear had its update, I did do a Christmas thing, a Christmas build, try it out, and it went all right. It went all right. So that's what we're looking at now. Not really worried about theirs. I think it gives it some pizzazz. We'll just leave them hanging. The rest of the inputs are on the other side. It's just because of this node over here. Alright, look. Here's our glorious storage area. That roof turned out absolutely fantastic. I love the way that worked. But the aluminum train will come in on this end. We'll start right here. And then from that point on, it'll be batteries and radio controls, fuse frames. I'm going to try and I would like to get the batteries and at least the radio control in the same building. And then frames will be something else entirely. So, fuse frames anyways. I might end up adding it directly to the heavy frame factory anyways. But train wise, that's getting a little this section's good. I just gotta, tidy it up, make it look good. And there's my plastic factory at 16,000 per minute. Yeah. And that's a plastic train. One of the mini roundabouts, Ethereum quartz is down that way. And then we have copper, iron, and limestone. But only the copper's running because at the moment I don't need the limestone or the iron. And the remainder is on the way down. That'll have to be a separate video. But all in all, it's looking good. And I might make it over there. It depends on the, honestly, it just depends on where the rest of the material is needed for the radio controls and the battery. I believe I need the nitrogen dye. No, aluminum solution. Okay, that's not too bad. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to need 30 per minute. So we'll just stick with the standard recipe on that one. So that's not too bad. The sulfur's not too bad. It's not too hard to come by. I'd like to try and stay out of this shenanigans. That's the desert. This is where the power plant is. I just added 2 rows of 20 fuel generators running off a regular fuel recipe, and 12 of those, and then threw a refinery in there so that I can make fabric, so that I can make gas filters and radiation filters, because I'm definitely going to need it. Yeah. Sulfur is fucking over here in the swamp. And this is where I would like to build the nuclear power plant, because I want to irradiate all those spiders and kill them with massive amounts of radiation. I gotta check this area out here, see where else sulfur is, and I'll plant it for that. So anyways, thank you all for joining me, and hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving, and hopefully you'll have a good almost Christmas in the next 20 plus days. Anyways, thank you. Like, subscribe, definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you got ideas, especially, concerning aluminum and batteries, radio control rods, and the fuse frames. All those things will definitely kind of be new to me. I touched on them briefly a long time ago, but that's going to be a whole nother thing. Anyways, thank you for joining me. Have yourselves a good one.